Resist those dancing bunnies. Hi everyone, Leo Notenboom here for askleo.com. There are people who believe you don't need anti-malware software. They believe that simply by being appropriately skeptical and safe, you can avoid all malware. Needless to say, I disagree. Their biggest issue is that you have to be 100% right 100% of the time in order for you to be able to safely run without anti-malware tools. And in fact, none of us can do that. Seriously, I can't even do that. I've come close a time or two to getting myself infected or falling for a phishing scam. It happens, and I'm actually very grateful for the anti-malware tools that I have in place that end up acting as a second layer of protection behind my own skepticism. But there's something deeper, something more important here that I think we need to talk about. And that is, in fact, of all things, dancing bunnies. It works like this. If someone gets an email that says, click here to see the dancing bunnies, there are individuals who will do anything and everything to completely sidestep all of the protections you might put in place. They will dismiss warnings, they will sidestep error messages, they will turn off anti-malware tools in order to get to those dancing bunnies. They were promised dancing bunnies, and no one, no software, no tool, no nothing is going to get between them and their dancing bunnies that they've been promised. Ultimately, that's a form of social engineering. Promise something that people find so irresistible that they will work to sidestep all of the security that's already been put in place. Now, of course, those individuals, they're not going to necessarily be stopped. They're going to get infected no matter what. But more importantly, all of that anti-malware software that we keep insisting you have installed, it's been throwing up warnings. Pay attention to the warnings. That's all this really boils down to. You may not recognize necessarily that this is a malicious attempt, that promise of dancing bunnies is in fact not real. If your anti-malware software then kicks in and says, hey, wait a minute, you're about to click on something you shouldn't click on, or you're downloading something that is a virus, pay attention to it. Make sure you've got those tools in place and pay attention to it. Dancing bunnies, two things. One, they probably don't exist, right? The promise isn't real. The scammer lies. And honestly, even if they did exist, they're not worth malware. They're not worth the security implications of getting yourself infected or scammed or worse. Your security tools are warning you for a reason. Rather than proceeding, either walk away, I can live without dancing bunnies, right? Or do some research. Take the additional time to research whatever it is you're looking at. Make sure that it's something that's safe. Only bypass your security software if, and seriously, only if, your independent research has confirmed that it's a false positive. If you're not absolutely positive that it's a false positive, don't move on. Reach out, research whatever it is you've been promised, look to online sites like askleo or just do Google searches or whatever. But the bottom line is don't proceed without taking those extra steps to make sure your anti-malware software isn't warning you for a reason. There's a reason we have this stuff installed. Don't bypass that reason. Don't be part of the problem. Don't go after the dancing bunnies. They're not real. For updates and links related to the original article on which this video was based, visit askleo.com/16432. I'm Leo Notenboom. This is askleo.com. Thanks for watching.